It's been 3 years since I purchased Sylvester-James, my 2013 black XKR 5 litre. During that time, I've posted many videos about the car showing maintenance issues and reviewing the car's features. And the purpose of this video? Well, I think it's about time to discuss what it's been like to own the car for that period of time and for what's happened since I purchased it. I'd also like to review all the issues that a potential owner should consider when buying a car, or the current owner should be aware of that needs to be investigated. And these are the general buying tips for anybody looking to buy a car. First, you need a thorough background check on the car, particularly reviewing the service history. Review the receipts and ensure that the kilometre details are consistent between service receipts. Look for glaring differences that make sure kilometre records are always progressing, and ask if there's any small difference in kilometres over long periods of time. Check if the car's been serviced by a specialist. Nice to see if genuine Jaguar parts are being used. If you're in a country that has logbook owners listed, then that'll help you ascertain more history if you can look at the original owners. The original paperwork included with the car indicates whether previous owners valued it and likely how they took care of the car. The original toolkit is a good indication that care's been taken with your XKR. Engine warmer. Ask the owner if you can start the engine from cold. Let it warm up. Pay attention to any rattles, unusual noises or exhaust smoke. And once the engine's idling smoothly and fully warmed up, go for that drive. The test drive itself. During the drive, the 5 litre engine should feel smooth and powerful. Check for strong, even acceleration. And listen for any abnormal sounds that make sure the car tracks straight. Take some corners at speed to see how it handles, and listen out for noises from the suspension or brakes. Corrosion and underbody inspection. Check underneath. This is not so much of an issue in Australia, but it's important to look out for in countries that salt their roads in winter, UK, Europe and USA. Although the body's made of aluminium, the subframe is steel and can rust easily, and that can be expensive. Check the mounts in the subframe. Also check for leaks in the differential and oil dampness where the engine meets the gearbox. And for my top 10 common faults, check this video. So now, how did I find owning Sylvester-James? My experience has been very good, with little more than maintenance required over the 3 years that I've had the XKR, and I've driven 15,000 kilometres. Perhaps the biggest failure was a broken engine mount, and that cost the best part of $1,000. I replaced the thermostat with an alloy version and a new alloy heater pipe, and they were about $1,000 each. Other than that, there were only what I consider maintenance issues. I've replaced the brake pads and rotors, a new set of front tyres, Continental Sport Contact 7, and a new battery. I serviced the transmission at 80,000 k, replacing the oil and the pan filter. That's a BMW part, about $2,000. And this made an amazing difference to the car. It felt like I picked up the wrong car from the mechanic. A very noticeable improvement in performance. Well worth doing early. And 3 years servicing at about $1,000 a year. I had the car ceramic coated with a graphene protection, about $1,500. I also added Apple CarPlay to the original screen, and that was about $1,800. And there's a video on that, click the link above. The things to look out for with a 5 litre XKR. Leaks and dampness in the footwell are a common issue, and they come from the air conditioning unit behind the dashboard. Drains can become blocked, and that allows them to leak into the footwells. Check under the mats for dampness and watch for misting on the windscreen. Another item is the dropping of the passenger's glove box. Mine was broken when I got the car, but I fixed it myself, with a bit of effort, and there's a video on that. Click the link above. Water leaks and supercharger issues. The 5-litre engine is prone to water leaks, and they occur mostly underneath the supercharger, specifically at the Y pipe. It's under the plastic cover and underneath the supercharger itself. And you'll notice a sweet smell of burning coolant, and that's because the coolant trickles into the belly of the engine and then it evaporates. Also with the supercharger, check it's serviced on a regular basis. Mine's done as part of the regular maintenance routine. Oil change every 60,000 or 80,000 Ks. The lifespan on the supercharger is about 150,000 Ks for the Eaton supercharger, less if the car's been driven hard. And early warning signs: whining, especially when the engine's under load, a clunk noise or a shudder when the engine's turned off, and vibrations at idle that might feel like a misfire. The supercharger's main bearing can produce a scraping noise, typically from the top of the engine, and this could mean a rebuild or a replacement. Also look at timing chain noise. At higher mileages, listen for noise from the timing chain, a rattle from the front of the engine and when you start it up, and that may begin softly, but if ignored, it gradually becomes louder. The timing chain is stretching and starting to rattle. If left unaddressed, it'll lead to timing chain failure and engine damage. And listen from time to time. Start the car with the bonnet open and pay attention to any rattling, tapping or scraping sounds. Diagnostics and fault codes. Use a diagnostic code reader because Jaguars often collect fault codes, typically due to low battery voltage. Clear the codes and then take the car on a road test. If any codes reappear afterwards, those indicate the issues that need investigation. Suspension and dampers. The XKR is equipped with electronic dampers, CATs, rather than traditional shock absorbers, and these adjust to how the car is driven. Consider replacing those at 150,000 Ks as well. Make sure the paddle shifters work and the gears change smoothly and correctly. And here's a list of other things to look out for: sagging headlighting, cloudy headlights, warm bushes, brake calipers, and in the fault codes, pedestrian sensors, oil level sensor. Check that all switches and buttons work, including all seat controls, the side mirrors and the fans, heated steering wheel, cooled seats, and the steering wheel buttons themselves. They're prone to stickiness. And one final and most important thing to do before you agree to buy the car: get a mechanical inspection. Thanks for watching and good luck with the purchase.